we are live, everyone. Welcome in to this Denver Broncos Syndicate live pregame show from Empower Field at Mile High. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Before we officially get started, guys, if you could just do me a big favor, smash a like button on this stream. I would really appreciate it. That's a free and easy way to show your support for the channel. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out and helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. Let's see if I can get the chat up. Mark says, nothing but Broncos. Today we dominate. Absolutely. Today is going to be a day where the Sean Payton era officially gets underway, and we're going to see with our own eyes what this team truly looks like. Not watered down with preseason and training camp. We're going to see the real Sean Payton offense today. And most importantly, we're going to see how Russell Wilson gels in that Sean Payton offense. I'm really excited to see Russell Wilson today. I don't know if it's going to be a world-beating light up the day through the air kind of day for Russell Wilson, especially considering the fact that Jerry Jeudy is not likely to play in this game. So it's going to be a lot of running the football. It's going to be a lot of running the football, a lot of 2 tight end sets, a lot of 3 tight end sets, stuff like that. So that is going to be the real game plan on offense for the Broncos. We're going to see a lot of Javonte Williams. We're going to see a lot of Samaje Perine. And I feel like we're going to see even more Jaleel McLaughlin than people might think. So it's going to be clear that in today's weather conditions, because it is out there raining on the field right now, so it's going to be a little bit of a tougher day to throw the ball. So the Broncos are going to have to establish the ground game. Conversely, they're going to have to shut down the Raiders' ground game. We got D in the house saying, "Are you ready?" I am ready, D. I'm so pumped. I'm so glad to be back here into the stadium. It's going to be so much fun today. This is going to be my first game in the rain, so that's going to be kind of fun. But that is definitely going to play a big factor today. And the Broncos need to sell out to stop Josh Jacobs and the Raiders' run game. And the way they can do that, loading the box, 7, 8 guys in the box. Our front 7 is really going to have to step up in this one. Our linebackers, Josie Jewell, Alex Singleton, and I feel like Drew Sanders is probably going to get a more extended look as well. And then our defensive line as well. DJ Jones is going to have to get after Jimmy Garoppolo today, Mike Purcell, and then also they're just going to have to be able to make that clogging impact in the run game. They're going to have to fill those gaps, and they're going to have to be able to stand out in run defense today. So that's something that we're going to have to do. Again, if we can take Josh Jacobs away and force the Denver Broncos into a straight drop-back passing situation, or force the Las Vegas Raiders with Jimmy Garoppolo into a straight drop-back passing situation, then that is the way you can beat Jimmy Garoppolo, because he crumbles whenever you're able to put pressure on him. And if the Broncos can stop the run game, bet my son's happy his seats are covered. Nice. Yeah, my seats are covered too, so that's definitely good, because it is definitely going to play a factor today, the rain, for sure. So another thing we're going to have to keep an eye on today, guys, is the matchup between Davante Adams and Pat Surtain. I'm curious to see if Pat Surtain is going to follow Davante Adams throughout the entire game, or if they're maybe going to just keep Pat Surtain on one side of the field, and perhaps on the other side when Davante lines up opposite of PS2, have Justin Simmons and Damari Mathis in some sort of bracket coverage situation. I could very easily see the Denver Broncos go down some sort of path like that in order to slow down Pat Surtain today. Or in order to slow down Davante Adams today. So that's going to be the real game plan there. Get pressure up the middle with Jimmy Garoppolo, stop the run, put 7, 8 guys in the box if necessary, and then slow down Davante Adams. On the other side, I feel like Jacoby Myers can be locked down pretty well. And then at tight end, the Raiders have the rookie Michael Mayer as well as Austin Hooper. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Raiders utilize their tight ends today. I know Josh McDaniels has always loved to use multiple tight ends, dating back to his time with the New England Patriots, the Rob Gronkowski, Aaron Hernandez kind of days there. Make sure they're checking out what shoes they're wearing. Absolutely. You know, guys are going to have to make sure that they've got extra spikes in their cleats, make sure that they don't slip on the turf. I'm going to be watching the kicking game pretty closely today between our new kicker, Will Lutz, as well as Raiders kicker, Daniel Carlson. That's going to be a big matchup to pay attention to today, is how the Raiders kicking game is going. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and hit the field here. We'll continue to talk about the matchup that we're going to see today. The next key to victory for the Denver Broncos is going to be to slow down Max Crosby. If the Denver Broncos can slow down Max Crosby and make him a non-factor off the edge, that's going to make life a lot easier for Russell Wilson and our offense. With Max Crosby, he has dominated the Denver Broncos in the last several matchups. And today, he's going to be without his running mate on the other side in Chandler Jones. All right, guys, we are in the building here at Empower Field at Mile High. So, again, we're going to have to be able to slow down Max Crosby. I feel like the Broncos are going to put heavy resources on whatever side Max Crosby is rushing off of. They may chip with a tight end. They may put in a running back in pass protection with Javonte Williams and Samaje Perine. It's going to be really interesting to see how they go about dealing with Max Crosby. We've got DS in the house. How you doing, DS? Good to see you, good to see you. We're just doing a little walk around the field here. One thing to keep an eye on, Jerry Jeudy was ruled out according to Adam Schefter today, but he did do a little pregame workout here and spoke with Sean Payton and George Payton after the game. DS says Broncos will win 23-13. All right, guys, be sure. All right. And then, of course, we're going to have to monitor pretty heavily how Russell Wilson plays in this game. With Russell Wilson, I feel like it's going to be all about getting that quick game established early, get the ball out of his hands, get those quick and easy completions. Feels like forever. Glad we made it to game day. Time for Sean to show off his wares. Absolutely. And this is the official kickoff of Sean Payton here in Denver. DS, the weather is... It's going to probably play a factor today. It is a little bit rainy, but not too bad. It's just kind of sprinkling right now. So definitely could be a lot worse, but watch the kicking game, watch the field conditions today. Make sure guys aren't slipping on the turf or anything along those lines. That's going to be one thing I'm going to monitor. Thankfully, my seats are going to be underneath there, so I'll be covered up pretty nicely from the rain. There's the new scoreboard, guys. Absolutely massive. We got 5 people in the house. Thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in, guys. I really appreciate you. Be sure to smash the like button on the stream. I would really appreciate it. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out and helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. So, if Jerry Jeudy can't play today, guys, we're definitely going to have to see guys such as Cortland Sutton step up, obviously. Marvin Mims making his NFL debut today. Then keep an eye out on Brandon Johnson as well. He's somebody who's developed a really nice chemistry and rapport with Russell Wilson in training camp. DS says Russ played in Seattle, so he's used to the rain. He absolutely is. So I don't think this kind of weather is going to faze Russell Wilson at all. Jimmy Garoppolo, it's going to be a little bit more interesting. I'm not right on. I picked Denver 24-20. I feel like, again, there aren't going to be too many fireworks shows in this game. It's going to be all about who wins in the trenches, who can establish the run game, and who can shut down their opponent's run game. That's going to be the big key to victory today. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm not photobombing people here. But, again, man, it's all going to be in the trenches today. Got guys getting warmed up right now. I think I see Devontae Adams down there on the field.
What numbers did he have?
There we go, guys. I'm just trying to make sure we don't get a copyright claim with all the music playing, so I'm trying to talk as much as I can here. So, I'm also going to be curious to see how our tight end split. And as far as running back splits go, I feel like it's going to be a little bit more Jaleel McLaughlin than people might expect. Yeah, seriously, go Jaleel! Yeah, hell yeah! I'm president of the Jaleel McLaughlin fan club right here. Oh, nice. Right now. Oh, that's awesome! We got Jaleel's family. Let's go! Yeah, I love covering Jaleel, man. He's such an awesome story, man. Such an awesome dude. All right. So yeah, guys, keep an eye out for the Beast to score his first touchdown today. He's really endeared himself to the city of Denver, and I'm really excited to see him make his debut today. But Javonte Williams, I'm also hoping will get his first touchdown back today. They're going to really, again, focus on trying to get our 2 running backs or our 3 running backs going. Samaje Perine will have his own, like, niche role. But at the end of the day, man, it's going to be the Javonte show and it's going to be the Jaleel show today. First play of the game, Jonathan Cooper sacks Jimmy for a 9-yard loss and Jimmy gets an ankle injury. I hope that it doesn't, like, knock him out of the game. I just hope that we get Jimmy Garoppolo on one leg because he already isn't mobile. So Jimmy Garoppolo on one leg, man, that actually would fare pretty well for the Denver Broncos. We're going to have to keep an eye on the edge rushers today. I'm glad that DS brought up Jonathan Cooper. What's going on, Antelope? How you doing today? Good to see you. Because I'm going to be watching our edge rushers today. Jonathan Cooper is going to be one of our starting edge rushers alongside Randy Gregory. And with Coop, he's going to be the guy who's on the field primarily on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd downs, that's when we're going to see guys such as Frank Clark and as well as Nick Bonito when we need to get more speedy edge rushers on the field. So that's when we'll see them. We got Jarrett Stidham and Russell Wilson down there warming up. Hopefully you guys can see that. Got our quarterbacks down there on the field. There's Russ getting ready for a bounce back season, baby. Let's get it. I saw Jimmy Garoppolo earlier. He was on the field talking with Mike McGlinchey and Jarrett Stidham. So, got a couple of guys in uniform. Got Raiders punter AJ Cole out there. He's wearing white. That means Broncos will be wearing our orange uniforms at home. And then next week we'll be wearing our white uniforms at home. So that's going to be kind of something interesting. We wore our whites in the preseason, but before that we've never really worn them at home. You can see Quinn Miners down there warming up right there. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and check out of here. I just want to do a quick check-in stream here, preview this matchup. Be sure to watch the matchup in the trenches today, guys, between the run game, Jaleel McLaughlin, Samaje Perine, Javonte Williams. I'm so excited for Javonte to be out there. Again, the top keys for victory today: establish the run game for the Broncos, limit the Raiders' run game with Josh Jacobs, contain Devontae Adams with PS2, or if necessary, a bracket coverage with Damari Mathis and Justin Simmons, and then bring pressure on Jimmy Garoppolo, especially up the middle. On the offensive side of the ball, if we can keep Russell Wilson protected, get the ball out of his hands quickly, then that's going to be a big, big key to victory for us. We got Kevin Gray in the house. Good to see you, Madrid. Should be a good season. Go Broncos. Let's get it, guys. Let's see. Can I flip my camera here? Yes. All right, guys. There is a field view for you. DS says, hope McGlinchey had a good game. Not expecting much since he didn't get a lot of reps. I agree. I'm concerned about how our tackles are going to match up with Max Crosby. But again, we're going to be putting a lot of extra attention on the Raiders' edge rush with Max Crosby as well as the rookie Tyree Wilson. We'll be chipping if we have to with Chris Manhertz as well as Adam Troutman. And so we'll also maybe if we have to throw a running back into protection. There's our quarterback right there. There's Russell Wilson, guys. See him walking around right there in the hoodie. Guy in the white there, that's Davis Webb, the quarterback's coach. You can see Jarrett Stidham and Mike McGlinchey right there. All right, guys, I'm going to dip out of here before we get a copyright claim on this stream. And until next time, Broncos country, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.